Indian government has hinted that the extradition of Canadian-Pakistani citizen Tahawwur Rana, who was involved in 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks, could be imminent. The Indian Express has learned the Indian government has started making preparations for him to be handed over by the United States. Now, according to the sources, Rana could be extradited latest by the second half of December. Sources said officials, including those from central investigative agencies and legal departments of both countries, recently held a meeting in this regard at the US Embassy in Delhi. The meeting follows the denial of Rana's request in September 23 by the United States Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit for rehearing of his extradition case. Now, Rana has a 45 days window to appeal against the extradition ruling before the top court. After that, the extradition may at best get delayed by another 45 days till the Supreme Court waives off his last-ditch appeal. But the source said that this is rare. Now, according to the US government's court's website on procedures, the Supreme Court accepts only 100 to 150 of the more than 7,000 cases it is asked to review each year. That is, approximately only 2% of the cases are accepted. Responding to the Indian Express's query on the status of Rana's extradition, the US Embassy spokesperson said, and I quote, "The United States and India maintain an extradition treaty. The extradition request for Tahawwur Rana continues through US legal channels. As the case remains in US courts, we cannot comment on the ongoing legal process." Now, who is Tahawwur Rana? Well, Rana, who is 63-year-old, was a childhood friend of David Headley, a US citizen who was born to an American mother and a Pakistani father, and was arrested in October 2009 by US authorities and sentenced to 35 years in prison for his involvement in the Mumbai attacks. Rana studied at the Hassan Abdal Cadet School in Pakistan, which Headley too attended for 5 years. After a stint as a doctor in the Pakistan Army, Rana moved to Canada and was eventually granted Canadian citizenship. He later established a consultancy firm called First World Immigration Services in Chicago. It was a branch of this business in Mumbai that provided Headley with a perfect cover to identify and surveil potential targets for the Pakistani terror group Lashkar-e-Taiba. In the 26/11 attacks on November 26 in 2008, 10 LET terrorists stormed into Mumbai, and for 3 consecutive days, the city was in the grip of terror. The violence claimed the lives of 166 people, including 6 Americans. Pakistani nationals who carried out the attacks reached India via boats, it was later found. Rana was arrested by US police soon after Headley's in October 2009. Headley told prosecutors that in July 2006 he had traveled to Chicago to meet Rana and told him of the mission that the LET had assigned him. Rana approved Headley's plan and established a First World Immigration Services Center in Mumbai and helped him obtain a 5-year business visa. However, while deposing via video link at the Bombay City Civil and Sessions Court in February 2016, Headley claimed that he had informed Rana of his activities only a few months before the attacks in November 2008. In 2011, the NIA filed a charge sheet against 9 people, including Rana, for planning and executing the attack. In 2014, a Sessions Court in Delhi issued fresh, non-bailable warrants against the men whom the NIA had listed as absconders.